Good afternoon, good evening. This is Cheryl with Sea Spirit thru, who is here because her higher self and guides say she's just to work on her throat chakra. And I even have on blue. So I missed a couple days of my Thoth lessons, and I'm back. So when I stopped, it was before Christmas. It was on the, I don't know, I'm not going to even take time. I think it's been 2 days. But I think I had Temperance, and then I had this kind of dead-end card, and then I had the Wheel of Fortune. And the whole thing about the Wheel of Fortune, to go round and round and all the drama, but until we could drop into the middle, to the 0 point, to be at peace. So this is where I left off. So, I don't know when I do these cards. I think I do these cards last night for today, and then finished out the ones later today. It's been my day. I've been such a hermit. I can't even articulate. I have had 3 days of getting home at 10:30, 12:30 at night. We've done everything. Been to frozen ice sculptures and just the most glorious holiday. The whole Sagittarius, all this love. Everyone's feeling it. So my first card, now lead in, here's that segue for this. This is the most phallic devil I have yet to see. And I only wrote a few things down. I'm getting my writing down shorter, and my head's getting a little better. But after this, anyone want to explain this to me, I just would be thrilled. Lord of Gates of Matter. This is Saturn ruling. Saturn, the hard taskmaster, the tough dude that's going to set the rules, with Mars exalted, which is your whole thrust, your base, your thrust. I don't know how else to call it. And this is, of course, the Capricorn card. Capricorns, like Pisces would be I dream, or Capricorn I use. He uses every resource down to the last tattered part. Okay, Saturn, Moon, or something. I see people, those are the tattered clothes. I don't know, I just drew a grunge. I don't have any Saturn problems in my chart. Well, I do 10th house, but anyway, here we are. Look at this card. I'm going to read 2 sentences and we're going to look at it. Masculine energy at its most masculine. Well, yeah, huh? All things equally exalt him. Ecstasy in every phenomena transcends all limitations. Pan of all, Satan of the world, who may come quite disguised as the ballerina next to you, right? So yeah, he can shapeshift. And like I said, I use this Capricorn's motto, this Capricorn card. But down here in the T-Stees, you see we have the testicles, men and women. And here, this guy's got his horns, so it looks like he may be getting out of there. And these broken lines are like chromosomes. And this wand, I don't know, but I do see that he has a third eye. Focus on me. I can't tell if it's open or closed. Just get it back out with my... Come on, what will my camera do if I touch it? Will it focus that better? Anyway, my thing is he doesn't want our chakras to connect. The devil keeps us stuck in the lower chakras so we do not have the realization. I'm a wreck. My hair's been all over. I've ridden 30 bikes on my bicycle just a few minutes ago. I've just been wound. Anyway, a lot of dirt energy. I call this dirt energy right now. And the way this related to me was, I moved 1,000 miles away from home when I was 18. And the Virgo, the Capricorn, all that, it just buried me, smothered me, the Pisces. But I came through Christmas with all the dirt energy, and I want to tell you, of course, I have lots of help from the planets right now. Everything went really well. But I just think this, I look at that symbolically as coming through Christmas. I came through the dirt that I had moved back home to resolve. And But this is one hell of a fella card. And it is the it is the goat. And he has no limits. No limits. So we have to be the limits. And I know he can get hold of parts of us that are not so whole, so holy. So I took the balance in his creation and used it myself. To hell with him. How sweet is that? The next card is the Eight of Cups. And he calls this indolence. I had to look up indolence. And I've always been kind of indolent. I think it's kind of a Pisces thing. And here, let's go back again. You know, first this kind of card made me sad. But Saturn in Pisces. Saturn just puts Pisces so far down because Saturn is so hard and so strong until Pisces just has no will to do anything. The apex of unpleasant. Like a party where everything's ready to begin, but someone forgot to invite the guest. And I think that's actually Crowley's interpretation there. Saturn's a hard downer, and Pisces has no fight left. But Lord of Abandoned Success. But yesterday, you know, looking back here at my results from yesterday, it is part of my cups were filled. Part of them were filled. And my Scorpio sister, I think she even filled one or two of them. So I always thought she was on the side of all these dirt people, you know. Talk about family dynamics, right? Family dynamics, says above, so below. Anyway, and then the card I end it with, where is it? It's just glorious. Look at that. I mean, and you can't really see them. And tonight these cards look more orangey. But this morning, when I pulled these cards, that's what it was this morning. And these are backwards. So this is actually, the Devil's the first card. When I looked at these healing colors, the pinks and the greens, I mean, these two cards right here, it was like they healed my heart. And here's my next adventure, my next thing to go to. And both of these cards are a 8 and 8. So advancement, you know, I made advancement yesterday. Look at the color of this, pink and green and gold. I mean, just gorgeous. And even the Devil, she's got him painted pink and blue, but he's soft and muted. And he's holding that blue, that throat chakra all the way through. I don't know, sometimes I think I wouldn't mind meeting Pan, but I think I've met a lot of Pans. That's why I'm in the position I'm in right now. Here we are, Mercury in Sag. What a great way to push off for the next day. The rainbow above. And I can't tell you what that is because I'm so slow to absorb things, but just electric. Lord of swiftness, speed of high frequency, needed to hold things together. Electric rays, sustaining or constituting a matter. Tickle, electrodes, fire. The fire is stable here with the air from Mercury. So move on to the next big thing I'm working on, and the next big adventure to cross my path. Pretty exciting. It says swiftness. Swiftness. So I'm pretty pleased as I move along through the Crawley deck. The Arcturian card was third wave. So I say stay alert. Third wave is a higher frequency. This weekend, this Christmas week is an opportunity of a lifetime if you study astrology. It is an opportunity of a lifetime. And I think we're seeing it with people lifting, the rising. So I don't know, it's this third wave. I read the book, but the book doesn't have much, and that's fine with me. But is the third wave anything to do with the third eon? I don't know. But these are important symbols of our evolution that have been channeled to us by our star friends. So, grounding, after all that earth, right? I just drew these because I'm just playing with all my cards. But discernment. Use discernment. These are just kind of pretty soft cards in the duality. And yesterday, I'm proud of myself because I did well more as an observer. I mean, I still opened my mouth probably too much, but I was more of a gracious observer, and I took part in things more better than I usually do. And the goddess that came up in his mind is Star Woman, White Shell Woman. One of the things I'm doing, I have some books. I got a Dion Fortune book. I have a Thoth book I'm reading, but I've been reading some Navajo cop books because spending time in Four Corners on the Navajo and Hopi Reservation is one of the most special things that I've ever done in my life. I've been to Zen centers. I have been to all these religious centers and taken all these classes, but working there and living there, well, with all the Indians, but at Four Corners on the res. And anyway, I've been reading some novels I have. They're fictitious, they're cops, but they have the Dene philosophy, you know, and all things around me are restored in beauty. Shahart, that was one of the things I came away with. Much heart, my heart, Shahart. So that is our goddess for today. So I've had an absolutely fabulous weekend. I might do some other draws for the... We're currently in the really, really dark moon. I don't know if it's changed from Capricorn, from Sag to... Was from Cap to Sag, Cap to, say it, Cheryl. What's Aquarius, not, but whatever. All these portals, whether you believe in them or not, an eclipse, a new moon, all with Saturn and Pluto for the changes to come. The changes we're making inside of ourselves that are helping the changes outside, but they're key in them, right? So much love. May the goddess bless. This was my Thoth reading for today. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.